Tiger Island is a complete animal care facility that provides our tigers with the care they need to live a long and healthy life. The primary purpose of Tiger Island is to raise awareness of the real threat of extinction of tigers in the wild. Through education and fundraising, we can make a positive change to their future. The Dreamworld Wildlife Foundation is the world's largest contributor of money.
Welcome everybody, and to help with those behaviours, you can see Dan and Scott have pouches on. In those pouches they've got bits of horse and chicken meat, as well as milk and some frozen milk cubes. So those food treats are really encouraging and rewarding the tigers when they get up into those behaviours. And if you do see something that you like or appreciate, then feel free to get behind the cats, make heaps of noise, clapping, shouting, screaming, cheering, whatever. But the more noise that you can make, the better our presentation is likely to be. It looks as though both the handlers are probably ready. Kai looks like he's pretty keen to go as well. But his first behaviours, they all involve milk. The very first behaviour that you're going to see is probably the easiest one that we ask of them, and it's what we call a sit-up. And there we go. Kai's straight into position, follow closely by Kai. You can have a big round of applause, folks. Let them know you really appreciate their efforts. Now, while this is a very cute behaviour, it is also very natural, although out here it's something you normally see the tigers doing, sitting up beside the trunks of the trees, close on the platforms, even some of the overhanging branches. And what they're doing when they're sitting up against or underneath those objects is checking out the scent marks that will be left behind by other tigers. And through those scents they can work out not only which tiger left the scent there, but even how long ago. So in the wild, it's a very important way for them to be able to communicate. And if you do happen to see them moving down here, you'll notice as well that they will rub their cheeks up against that tree. That's because they have scent glands in their cheeks, so they can leave their own scent there at the same time. And you can see as well, when they do sit up, they get quite a height advantage, but there are times that they have to reach up a little bit higher. Fairly obviously, they can do that by reaching up or pushing up on their back legs. And you can see just how high they can reach. As Dan gets Kai, here we go, up onto his shoulder. Kai, on the other hand, will get him up against the climbing pole, essentially the tree, and that's where you would normally see this behaviour. It gives them the chance to get to those out of the way scent marks, the chance as well, the opportunity to break those very sharp, powerful claws across the tree, which will leave not only a visual mark, but with scent glands between their toes, once again leave scent mark up on the tree. And if we ever feel their claws in us, then typically it is doing this behaviour with younger tigers.
Especially if you see something that you like. To do so, just make as much noise as you can. Clap, cheer, shout or scream, whatever you do best. But like I said, the more noise you can make, the more spectacular this presentation will likely be. Now the first group of behaviours that we'd like to demonstrate all involve full cream milk as a reward. The first one, a very simple one to start things off with, and it's what we like to call a sit-up. Let's see how we go. Looks like we might have Madeira into there first. There she goes. Let's give her a nice big round of applause. Now Carson's just wandered off on Pat. He'll do his best to get her back under control. Kiko over there, you can see Simon's not doing this behaviour with her. She hasn't quite picked it up yet, and we're working on this one behind the scenes. And Carly over there with Mel, I think she's nailing it with one paw off the ground, but it's not quite what we're asking for, but we'll continue to work on that one as well. Now we call it a sit-up. As you can see, it's very cute, but it's also a very natural behaviour. From this position, a tiger gains a distinct height advantage. It enables them to spot their prey at long distances whilst remaining undetected by the cover of tall grass. If you didn't know, tigers are solitary and territorial to various positions or similar positions of what we call a rise. You can see we're going to stretch them out against a tree. That's where you typically see a tiger performing this behaviour against the trunk of a tree. Now we call it a rise, and like I said, another natural behaviour and something you'd ordinarily see a tiger performing against a tree, perhaps trying to reach scent markings left by another tiger. Well, Scott's going to persist, but with the other tigers we might move on to our next behaviour, and the flesh of the tiger's prey make it easy for them to readjust their grip. Now without grooves in their teeth, it's likely that a tiger might become stuck in whatever it bites because of the vacuum effect they will create with those very powerful jaws. One more look at those pearly whites, and let's give all four of the youngsters a nice big round of applause for a really good start to the show. Hopefully we'll see you go up there in about 4 or 5 strides. The tigers aren't really renowned for their climbing ability. It's believed they're just too big to support their weight using only their claws. And hopefully you're going to see that not only can they climb, they happen to be pretty good at it as well. Let's give her a big round of applause. Getting that chicken reward right up the very top of the tree. Now probably the most impressive part of Akasha's climb isn't so much the way in which she goes up, which is fairly easy, but also for the clever way in which she makes her way back down the pole, as opposed to just jumping off from the very top, which is potentially dangerous for her. She has the presence of mind to not only finish her piece of chicken right at the top, oh, most of it, but then shimmy her way down to a really safe height. Now she has to be quick getting down, have a little bit of a spy on the tigers and up close first. Pretty quick because she's dropped a piece of that chicken, and I don't think Kiko noticed it. If the other cats noticed it, obviously it's just a free-for-all and they definitely steal that off her. But let's see how we go. Almost to the bottom. Let's give her a nice big round of applause. Great climb there from Akasha, and always reminding us if we ever get chased by tigers.
So he's just as likely not to jump. But again, as I was trying to get to with Kai, only going from each twig, that's because of that speed. They can get up to speed about 60 kilometres an hour. They do that within about 3 seconds, so very explosive. But it means they use a lot of energy very quickly. So any other time they're doing anything, you really try not to put in too much effort and waste any energy. So that's why just going from each twig. I think Scott's going to take Kai back one more time and then bring him back this way. His pie can be right. There we go. That's Kai. He knows what's up. He's not deciding whether it's worth his while for that one little piece of meat. And here we go. We'll probably see a bit more speed from him now. Nice big piece of chicken on hand. And with any luck, we'll get a good jump off the ground from him. Marginally better. Out there around the board. At least he's facing the right direction.
The gap out here between our platforms is only 3 metres, so as you can see, Kiko making really short work of this group of jumps. Now, tigers are pretty good jumpers, as you can see Kiko there using her tail to maintain balance, but also to add a little bit of momentum. By flicking that tail directly over her back, she adds a little bit of forward momentum, making these jumps seem a little even easier than they actually are. Now there she goes, one more time across. Simon's slowing her down a little bit onto the ground. We'll try for a jump up in the air, bunny hop. Let's give her a little round of applause. Probably a bit too excited.
Should be the motivation. In the wild, might be a monkey, a large bird, even the kill. So the leopard may have dragged up a tree and left up there. They will find for that as well. And hopefully this piece of chicken will do the trick for Kai today. If not, we might need to call on an audience member. It usually works, but here we go. Camera's ready. As easy as you like, nearly to the very top. Got their final tiles a bit short, can't quite reach up there. But the good thing about Kai is that not only will he hang around up there to finish off the piece of chicken, which gives you a good chance to get some photos, but he also has the sense to climb a lot of the way back down the tree before dropping off. They have had tigers in the past that just drop off from wherever they are, so those tigers we couldn't take all the way to the top. But it highlights on the way down just how strong these guys are. They do have all of their claws, and again, you can see how much they rely on their tails as that counterbalance. Shuffling all the way down with a little nerve. They've had another big round of applause anyway, folks.
This is actually my favourite. What we're going to do is we're going to ask the tigers to jump off those logs at the back into the air for a reward. But the really cool thing about this behaviour is that we get to be the ones to cue it. So what I need you to do on the count of 3 in your loudest voice is yell out, jump. Let's practice. Ready? 1, 2, 3, jump! Hey, that sounded pretty loud too.
That's good. Thanks, Al. Good, guys. So you can see, just getting the tigers into position. Now this is important that they stay down until they are asked to move. Sometimes they get a little bit excited and move before they're asked to, so the guys will just have to set them back up. But looks like they're doing the right thing today. Handlers look as though they're ready, so on my count, guys, as loud. 1, 2, 3, jump! Oh, there we go. A little bit slow from Kai, but a good jump from both of them in the end. It would have been nice if they were in company.
Let's give her a massive round of applause, guys. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed our presentation. We've got one more message for you up on the big screen. Thanks guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. Feel free to come right up the front if you'd like to grab a few photos of the cats. Adira's probably going to spend a little bit more time in the pool, but we'll have these 4 out this afternoon. Once again, thanks for joining us and enjoy the rest of your day here at Dreamworld. Alrighty guys, we're going to head off the island. We'll clean up our pouches and we'll be back out for the remainder of the afternoon. We'll be out here till around about 4:30. Usually find there's quite a little bit of activity from these 4 in the afternoons. Being a cooler day, like I said, we'll be out here till about 4:30 and expect these 4 to show off a little bit this afternoon.